Today we're going to test the most expensive Thor axe I found on the internet, which cost me 1,000 reais, and compare it with the cheapest axe, which cost me only 50 reais. Both axes are made of metal, but as you can see, there's a pretty noticeable difference between them. But my question is, which one is more powerful? So, in today's video, we're going to do several tests to compare them, destroying water bottles, coconuts, wood, and even a car. Here they are. And the first criterion we're going to evaluate in this video is appearance. Let's start with this axe here that costs 50 reais, which I've had for quite a while. It was really cheap because all of its materials, even though they're made of iron, I found everything at a junkyard. So, it cost me very little, and just so you have an idea, the materials cost me about 15 or 20 reais, and I paid 30 reais to have all of this welded together. So, that's the final price of this axe. 50 reais. Now this one here that costs 1,000 reais is completely handmade, full of details. It's also much bigger, much more robust. It turned out really well. It was made by a professional bladesmith, Carlos, from Canal Ferrado. He even made a video about it, because a masterpiece like this needed a full video showing all the steps. So, I'll leave the link to his video here in the description for you to check out. The handle, which in the movie is Groot's arm, is all carved here from solid wood. It's simply the craziest piece I've ever seen in my life. It's full of details and also very strong. This thing weighs about, I don't know, 5 or 10 kilos. It's really heavy, and for sure its destructive power is going to be insane. Well, so, as the first criterion, beauty. I don't think we even need to say who won, right? It's pretty clear that this one is the winner. The second criterion we're going to evaluate now is agility. Let's start then with this one that cost 50 reais. It's an axe that probably weighs about 2 kilos at most. It's pretty light, its handle is metal, but it's a hollow tube, not solid. It's all hollow in the middle, which really reduces the weight. We can, look, spin it around a lot here, hit from one side, spin, hit from the other. It has really good mobility. We can toss it from one hand to the other here. It's really practical. And another thing, with this one here, I can also chop wood. I can do various practical day-to-day activities. Now this one here is much heavier. Its head is very heavy, and this part here is made of wood. It's solid wood, which also makes it a bit heavier. But the wood needs to be solid, right? So it has good durability. Its balance point, take a look. If I let go here, it falls. It doesn't have much mobility, see? If I move it from one hand to the other, I have to use a lot of strength. I can hit something with it here. Look, if I want to give it a hit here, but I can't.
It's a lot of effort, right?
It takes a lot of effort. So the second criterion, agility, I think the winner is... It was the cheap hammer. Third criterion, destructive power. Now let's test in practice each of these axes so we can see which one is the most powerful and to create that healthy rivalry, right?
Healthy?
Well, you're going to test that one.
It's always me with the best one, right? Although in the shield video, it was pretty balanced, right?
Yeah, it was. So who's gonna decide who won, Dabolada or me, will be the subscribers here in the comments.
That's true.
And the first challenge then for our axes is going to be a gallon jug of water. Man, there's no way to mess this up.
Yeah, I think that...
That's the famous hit.
Hit? Let's see. I think I'm stronger on this side here.
That was a baseball swing.
I put some strength into it, but I think I missed. Look, take a look. I just grazed it here. One more, okay?
Wow.
I tried twice already. You saw the jug fly, but it didn't cut.
Dude, now it's gotta be top to bottom.
Looks like brute force is the only way. Watch, I'm doing it like this. Dude, I felt like Thor just now. This was really awesome, man. You can see that even so, it didn't cut all the way through.
But it really messed it up.
It messed it up pretty good, man. Look at this, dude.
Now, I want to see, I'm going to repeat the same moves you did so we can compare both axes in a fair way. So, let's go. First, it was a hit, right?
That's right.
So you're getting a good whack, 2, 3, and... Oh my goodness!
It already cut through, you could tell.
I hit it with the axe right on this top part, so it made a huge tear here. But besides this top part bursting from the impact and leaving a huge tear, this bottom part also blew out. Now I don't know if it was the pressure from the hit that made this bottom part expand until it couldn't take it anymore. Or from the moment it was cut here, it fell to the ground and also broke at the bottom. The important thing is that it was cut. I think with the first test, mine was better, huh?
Imagine if it had gone top to bottom, it would have been over.
Wow, it would break for sure. But we still have a few more things we're gonna hit with it to really see it destroy stuff. Second test then, coconut. So now we're going to test the hammer part, okay? Remember that. I can really smash the thing.
Take that! check it out. It was just one hit, made a big hole, but it still didn't open, right? That still wasn't enough, so let's go. Wow.
Missed again.
Am I holding it wrong, probably?
You're holding it sideways. Bro, again. Wow, one more. To wrap it up. Ah, now you nailed it.
Ouch.
Dude, I think that's enough already. Damn, man, what did you do to the coconut? Look at that.
I smashed the coconut, man. I managed to destroy the coconut. I'm tired, but it's destroyed.
I realized that breaking the coconut on the table isn't very good because the coconut rolls. That table is already a bit slanted, so let's just put it straight on the floor. Watch the master's technique. Hey, don't let it get away.
For God's sake.
The damage was pretty similar. Both coconuts shattered. The weapon here, look, is still completely intact. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect with it. And I think that, in this test, both axes passed with flying colors. And now, the next test we're going to do will be with the front part here, this part of the blade. Because one of an axe's many functions is chopping wood. So that's what we're going to test now.
1, 2, 3, and... Shall we do a second one? Because, like, it's split, okay, but it wasn't really where it was supposed to be, right?
Ideally, it would be in the middle.
Alright then, let's do one more. Let's pretend nothing happened. Now it worked.
Well, now I think it worked, huh?
Now it worked, man. It was a real strike. I already split the wood into 3 parts. Besides the piece I chipped off before, there were these 2 other chips.
It's time for the lumberjack to get to work, huh? 2, 3, and... Man, it was like paper, I swear.
On your axe, right in the middle, there's a part that isn't sharp.
She cut the wood in half with extreme ease. Our next test now is going to be like a karate promotion ceremony. The axe challenge will be to break a wooden board. They're well supported on these 2 blocks, and we'll use the axe to hit the middle and see if it takes less force to break the wood.
Alright then, Wood. You are now my arch enemy.
Yeah, well, I think it worked, right?
No, it worked, quote unquote, like it worked. It broke more than it split in half.
Dude, it broke into 3 pieces, man. I think that was better than good.
I wasn't very satisfied, no.
Do the fatality. Go ahead then.
1, 2, 3. It worked. Smash it.
Well, you moved up a belt in karate.
I passed. And apparently this axe is for chopping wood.
1, 2, 3, and...
The wood bounced.
It bounced, man, and broke in half, right? It broke the wrong way, didn't it? So, man, let's go one more time.
Now it was like paper.
And now, to wrap things up, we have the craziest test of this video, which is going to be hitting a car several times so we can compare the damage. Here it is, the big guy. And I set aside this trunk. This part will be for the cheap hammer, and here on the other side for the expensive hammer. This is it, your chance to take out all your anger on it.
Go.
Wow.
I got carried away.
Jesus, poor car. I don't even know if it deserved all that.
No, I gave it my all, man. I just got a bit excited. But you can really see the difference. Look, when you hit it with the axe, it leaves a line like this. The hammer pushes everything down together. The golden hammer really left its mark here.
Now we need to check the other one. Don't hold back this time, okay? 1, 2, 3, and... Damn. Wow! There was so much body filler on this car here. It must have been crashed about 50 times. And look how thick its bodywork is. It's a really tough metal. Nowadays, modern cars aren't made of metal exactly so that when there's a crash, this part can deform a lot and absorb the impact for the driver. But these old cars, no. They were made of metal and were really tough, but we managed to break everything. We dented it a lot. Shall we make a comparison now? You gave it some good hits here. On this part too, a lot of paint came off, but I think it didn't dent as much as mine. Now when it comes to the axe hits, yours got some much bigger cuts like this. Mine, look, the part where the axe hit here didn't do as much damage, but I think when it comes to denting, it's not just because I was using a different axe, but I think I did better.
Look, but no. I think that just by looking at it like this, facing it, you can really tell that this side here, mine is like, it's dented, but it's way less than, look at this here, man.
Well, so guys, now the decision of which axe won, the expensive Thor's axe versus the cheap Thor's axe, is up to you here in the comments. Let us know in the comments which one you think won. If you want us to bring more videos related to the Avengers, just let us know here in the comments. I'm leaving the link to Carlos's video here on the side so you can see how he built this masterpiece here. Thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're in this together. See you in the next video. Thanks, see you, take care, and bye.